Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Ella. If you're new here, hi, and if you're a subscriber, thank you. Today's video is going to be just a quick update really about my skin and talking about why I came off Zineryt. So those of you who haven't seen my previous video, you might want to give that one a watch either before or after this one, otherwise you won't know what Zineryt is. I'll link it down below and also here as well. But I want to just discuss why I came off Zineryt, how my skin's doing now, and how I got it to where it is at. So Zineryt is an over-the-counter prescription medication that I was given by my doctor for moderate acne. I was really suffering physically and mentally with my skin. Just a little bit of background, I'm a dancer, singer and actress, and I do some modelling as well, so my skin being not very good was really affecting my work and my job, which is why I went to the doctors about it, and they put me on this stuff called Zineryt. And after about 2 months of being on it, my skin was so much better. I couldn't believe it. The difference was incredible and I felt so much better. But I didn't want to rely on a prescription medication forever to help my skin, you know. I had to kind of get to the bottom of it. And so I did decide to come off of it, mostly because it felt like quite a big deal putting a prescription medication on my face every single day, like 3 times a day, just to keep my acne at bay. I wanted to see if I could try and help it with maybe a change of like food or just a good skincare routine really. Also it was drying my skin out, which is one of the side effects. It wasn't really a big deal, but I did find that it was drying my skin out. And I just didn't want to have to keep going back to the doctors to get a prescription, basically. I thought maybe my skin would be better, like now that it had improved whilst being on the medication. I thought that it might stay good when coming off the medication, but it didn't. As soon as I come off, about a month later, my skin was very angry with me. Very angry with me. And I was like pretty sad because I felt like I was back to square one. I have figured out a skincare routine which is working for me. I rely mostly now on, instead of Zineryt, I use the ordinary niacinamide ointment, which I'm sure you've heard about if you're into skincare because it's literally everywhere. I'll link a video below describing in a video that describes my whole skincare routine, and I go through it with you all there. I won't do this right now, but I did just want to make a video to say coming off Zineryt was not the best experience. It didn't heal my skin forever. It really worked while I was on it, but literally like a month after coming off of it, my skin was back to this sort of almost cystic acne, and I felt like I was back at square one. And I really do think that maybe, obviously, like if your skin's really affecting you, I would still recommend Zineryt, otherwise I would have taken that video down. I would still recommend it because it did really help my skin at the time, but it didn't fix it forever. And so more sustainably, I now have just a very good skincare routine with like kind of basic, like no fragrance. I stick to the skincare. I don't really try anything that new on my skin anymore. And my skin is much better. I'll do a close-up of how my skin is looking right now. Obviously, I've got these 2 breakouts, or a couple of breakouts on my chin here. But other than that, my skin's pretty good. The bumps on my forehead are almost completely gone. I was really suffering with this weird, like not even spots that had a head. It was like just loads of bumps on my forehead. Just my forehead was so textured. It felt like sandpaper because of all the bumps, and I didn't figure out why that was happening, but definitely this niacinamide ointment, I'll link it down below, really helps, really helped those little bumps that weren't even fully acne. I didn't know what they were. My forehead still has some bumps, but much better. Also, I just want to mention here that another thing that I found so important, and I was doing this when I was on Zineryt as well, but making sure that you carry on moisturising even when you have acne, because I used to have really dry skin, and then it went a bit combination when I got spotty, and I stopped using moisturiser, like pretty much stopped using it, which is crazy because I do have kind of dry skin, and that just made the problem so much worse. And I realised when I was on Zineryt, it really forced me to kind of use moisturiser again because my skin was getting so dry, because it just completely dries it out. I started using moisturiser again, and I was thinking, why did I ever stop using it? If you stop using your moisturiser, your skin is just going to produce more of the spot producing oil, whereas if you nourish your skin and keep it hydrated, it's going to produce less of that kind of spotty oil, that's what I like to call it, just like spotty oil. That was just my very quick update on why I stopped using Zineryt, what I now use to replace it. If you're having any major problems with your skin, definitely go and ask your doctor. They can kind of try and help you out, and if your skin is really bad or in a really difficult place, maybe they can refer you to a dermatologist. But I did find in England anyway, getting referred on the NHS is near enough impossible. I don't think my skin was at the stage where they'd consider it essential, really. And then bloody hell, have you looked into how much dermatologists cost? Your girl could not be affording that. So YouTube was my best friend. Hiram was my go-to for advice, and that is where I got all of my skincare that I currently use from. All the recommendations are from him, so I'll link him down below as well. But I hope you got something from this video. If you're on Zineryt, if you're about to come off of it, if you're thinking whether to go on it, my advice is, if you're really struggling, give it a go. It will probably help. From the majority of people that have commented on my videos as well, it seems to have helped. Definitely for a certain amount of time, and then maybe your skin will kind of get used to it and it will stop being so effective. Or when you come off of it, expect your skin to kind of go back to where it was, because you haven't solved the root issue. You've just it's more it's a treatment, not really a preventative sort of thing. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you are looking to try out Zineryt, if you wanted to know more, please give this a thumbs up if it was helpful for you, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'd love you to join my little gang here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.